Hello traders, and welcome to the Friday wrap-up, September 12th, 2014, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Great traders, it's great to be with you. It is actually the 13th for me. It is Saturday morning. Remember traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, we got about 12 or 13 charts we can go through today. Just looking at some daily charts on the Friday wrap-up and see what we got coming and what's possible for next week. Before we get to that, traders, if you would please let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and I am your moderator through the Friday wrap-up series that is brought to you every single Friday after the New York close. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006, and in 2008 I retired from a great 27-year career in the fire rescue department and decided to take a 3-month vacation in Thailand. Traders, it's 2014. I'm still here. Love living in Thailand. It is just absolutely awesome. And if you're a trader, you'd even like it better. The trading hours are great. I trade all day, and I still get 8 hours of sleep a night. What a life. Yep, trading's my thing, and I hope trading's your thing too. All right, so that's a little bit about myself. Let's get over to the risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, traders, let's get over to the commentary. What a wild week we had this week. Yep, we were up, down, all around. A couple of pairs went a little bit on the other direction. Yeah, it was kind of wild this week. I had some technical issues which didn't help matters, but anyhow, we got through it. All right, so the Dow 30 closed down 0.36%. The S&P 500 closed down 0.60%. And the NASDAQ 100 closed negative 0.57%. All right, let's go over to the other side of the pond there. Let's take a look at the DAX. Closed at negative 0.41%. The FTSE 100 closed positive 0.11%. The CAC 40 closed barely in the green at 0.02%, and the Euro Stoxx 50 closed at negative 0.12%. All right, traders, let's head out over to Asia, and the Nikkei 225 closed at 0.25%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Sydney, Australia, closed negative 0.27%. The Shanghai closed up at 0.88%. The Hang Seng closed in the red at 0.27%. And Kospi closed up 0.38%. So that's what the numbers were for the end of the week. A little mix there, as we could say. A lot of red there out of the U.S. Traders, the only thing or the best thing I can say about what I'll comment for today is simple. Just watch the U.S. dollar. There's a lot going on. I think Japan is going to do an intervention in the near future. They're doing Kuroda's doing a lot of talking, but the dollar is very strong, and the dollar is the rule right now. The dollar's moving. A lot of these currency pairs and a lot of the indices are at max levels, and we're starting to see some rounding tops, right? So in the indices, so just keep an eye on that as we go through our next week coming up Monday, Tuesday. Keep an eye on that, well, especially on Monday. So that's really my commentary. Not much to say. I think, for those of you who caught it, there were some very good moves this week. I saw a lot of 50, 60 pip easy trades that just came across. Data did come out. Really, yesterday's data came out of the U.S. session and hardly did anything to the markets. So data's kind of strange lately. Data is it's not correlated like it used to be. I was listening to a radio show where an analyst was talking about that, and yeah, data's just not the same. Everything used to be correlated. The indices with the markets, and then a couple of the currency pairs with other currency pairs, and we're not seeing what we used to see. So that's what's going on as far as the commentary goes. Let's move on. Remember, traders, these are Forex daily charts. Okay, let's head over to the Euro. The Euro was a horrible producer this week. Absolutely did absolutely nothing. Totally sideways. Did nothing. No price action. Just a horrible week this week on the euro dollar. Let's go over to the pound. The pound was jerky up and down all around, but at least it moved. The pound did move. It gave you 20 pips here, 30 pips there, and kept moving. So the pound is pretty good. But the euro and the pound, these are at drastic lows right now. So we're bound to see, I would expect to see some kind of a bounce and something to happen here. If you look at this pound daily chart, that gap from last week has not been filled yet. So I'm expecting at some point it's going to close that gap. Traders, I've been around Forex a little bit now, and I'm telling you, that gap eventually is going to get closed. All right, let's go take a look at the dollar yen. Couldn't we say dollar strength or what? Yep, just up the dollar yen. It is just dollar strength. Just buy the dollar. That's, somebody said to me, well, what should I trade? What should I do? Just buy the dollar. That's the best you can do is just buy the dollar. All right, let's go over to the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar did a little change around and did a big sell-off Thursday and Friday. Everybody said it wasn't going to happen. Well, guess what? It happened. But on the daily chart, we're still above the 200 exponential moving average. The Aussie has been acting very strangely. I haven't taken a trade in the Aussie, and I bet it's over a month. There's just no direction here. Look at this chart. There's no direction. I'm going to show you another chart, which is going to be the New Zealand dollar chart. And take a look at this one. And here, this is the New Zealand dollar chart. And look at how nice this chart is. A nice trend. Comes down, gives you fib, comes down, gives you fib, comes down, gives you fib. Right? Nice stair-step movement to the downside. Now it's at support, and we can expect that. So who knows what's going to happen come Monday and Tuesday? But it's in a downtrend. It's below the 200 exponential moving average. And again, the dollar is ruling right now. The dollar is so strong. This is the dollar CAD. As you can expect, it's bullish. However, take a look at this. Look left of the chart on this one, traders, on this dollar CAD. To the side, and it's at resistance. It spiked it, but did not close above the high. Very interesting to see what's going to happen with the CAD. Now, the CAD and the Great British Pound US dollar is correlated, right? So one does opposite of the other. So this is going to be very interesting to watch this, as we're expecting this pound to jump back up again. The problem is people are saying it's not going to happen for another couple of weeks. So if that's the situation, there's a good chance we're going to break this resistance. And then, what they say, sky's the limit. Here's the Euro Aussie, one of my favorites. It did give us a nice move on Tuesday. And that was data, if I'm not mistaken. And then look at this, nice move to the downside. It's now at support for the last 3 days. It's at steady support. Something's going to happen. Something's going to break this market. And I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. This market's going to get broken. So we'll just keep a real good eye on that and keep an eye on what's going on. All right. This is the CAD yen. We don't talk about the CAD yen a lot. I thought I'd throw it in there, something different. But look at how weak the yen is against the CAD. The CAD's really strong here, and just moving on up, and just really having a great old time. So nothing to do here. It's at resistance. If I was trading the daily chart, I'd be looking for some kind of a bearish candlestick formation. I'd like to, maybe see a hangman, a couple of dojis, some bullish engulfing bearish candle. I'd like to see something to show that this is going to come back to the downside. This is at a high here, and do you want to buy this? No. Do you want to sell it? Not yet. Do we want to sell it? Yes. Of course, we want to take this all the way back down to the 200 exponential moving average at 94.23. This is the Euro New Zealand, another great pair to trade. It was a little flat for a while, but again, it's bearish. It's below that 200 exponential moving average. Beautiful chart, but again, look at the bottom of the chart and look to the left. This is at major support, and you can see yesterday and then on Wednesday and Tuesday, it stopped at the exact same price level. So pretty interesting that we're at support. So a lot of these pairs are in this situation, and I just don't know why, but something's going to happen. And traders, I do not know why I have the euro dollar in here twice. However, it is bearish, and again, it's at support, and we're expecting something to happen. It's either going to break support or it's going to head back to the upside. And here's our Aussie yen, a great pair to trade. I love trading the Aussie yen, bullish as heck. And just take a look at this. Just really nice. What are you going to do with this? You know, like, what are you going to do here? You're going to buy this? Of course not. You need to fib this. You need to pull back, and then we can take this back up. Or let it break resistance, give you a retest, and then take it back up. I mean, something's got to happen with price action in order to make a decision on how we're going to trade this coming up in the next week. And remember, we're talking daily charts, so we're talking, these are long-time, long-range charts. So, this can stay at this level for another week. We can come back next Friday wrap-up, and we can be in the same boat. So, but it's just real important that you watch and see this and realize that you're at resistance. So when you go down to your lower time frame charts, when you start trading, you can see how this is working. All right, let's head on over to the pound yen. This is a great pair of the beasts. Look at this. This thing just pulled up like crazy. And take a look at this at resistance. What are you going to do here? Nothing. I mean, there's nothing to do here. It's either going to break resistance, give us a retest, we'll keep buying it. Other than that, it's going to pull back, and we'll just keep buying it. As long as it stays above that 200 exponential moving average, I'm bullish. But I'm not bullish at resistance. Remember, traders, we buy at support and we sell at resistance. I wanted to show you this. I show you this every weekend. This is the dollar index. And look at this. It just keeps giving you higher highs and higher lows. The dollar is the ruler right now. It is the ruler of the Forex markets. It is just moving, including the fundamentals that's coming out. We've got that big vote coming out of Scotland. I don't know, is that today or tomorrow? Whether they leave the EU. So, lots going on. So we'll see what happens. All right. Traders, that ends our Friday wrap-up for September 12th, 2010. Or it's September 13th, my time. It's early Saturday morning. Traders, I'd like to thank you for joining me again. Remember, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Remember, traders, we have the market opening preview every trading day, Monday through Friday, before the London Open. Traders, hope to see you then. Take care, have a great weekend, and enjoy your break. Bye-bye.